wide shut, but they know. Buried alive by the lies in they soul. They stride of a blind man's stroll. But for whom does the next bell toll? I'm too many years in the zone. Too many years to have built what I own. And many dumb fools try to take what I've grown. But these roots go deep and you can't blood a stone. So if you wanna push, I'ma shove. If you wanna spar, we can do it no gloves. And if you're gonna run at me, you better do it hard. Cause I fear no fall, no brawl, no scars. I'm 2 pounds shy of a bomb. I'm 1 shade short of alarm. I'm too past wrath that I'm calm. Got 2 last laughs in my palms. I'm 3 degrees west of a hurricane. 4-wheel drive with a ball and chain. My 5'7" is irrelevant. I'm 6'6". If you threaten my development, now see a wise man learns from your mistakes and lets the blunders of his brother serve to fill his plate. So best be on your way before the tidal wave breaks. Cause you don't wanna come to meet the reaper that awaits. Say no more than a mom you can't afford. And you don't wanna let this turn in the lines of mine and yours. And you don't wanna press your luck but to back up and withdraw. Cause trust me when I tell you, you don't want that tooth and claw. And you don't wanna see inside a mind of savage kind. And you don't want that recognition of, oh, there goes that guy. But if you do decide that you were gonna play that hand and try, just think before you act because your actions go around.
Do the thing, you motherfucker! 3, 2, 1, we are recording.
Dick waffle mayonnaise.
Dick waffle mayonnaise.
Yep.
My God. Comedy.
I mean, that's not the worst thing that I think I've ever heard. So, fair enough. Alright. Dun dun dun. Welcome back to the fucking Spellbook campaign, you two.
Hey.
Alright, so, just to inform the others, for whoever ends up listening to this, one person is sick. They will not be joining us. They will be here next week. The other person may or may not be on, as they are currently taking care of said sick one. And we've got one person who's running late, as she is at a bookstore, but she will be popping in. With that being said, what do we remember from last week? What happened?
I don't know. I don't have memories.
You would remember what happened last week.
Shit, I do. All right.
Oh, fuck.
We were... well, most of the guys were shot down from an airship, taken prisoner, and... Oh my God. my
We
memory.
escaped!
Oh my
Thank you.
God,
Yeah,
that
we
was
escaped.
loud.
Sorry.
We escaped through some clever use of a sleep spell, if I recall.
Some very clever use of a sleep spell that to no end irritated your DM.
We know. You hate to see it.
God, I hate to see it, man.
We aimed to find said airship. We might or might not have passed it. We don't know. We kind of gave up.
And then
We're
we found a road,
We did
and
find
went
a
up.
road.
And then we walking on the road,
And then I found a duck.
and then there was a crazy ass dude that
I
jumped
named
out
the
of the
duck-
bushes.
By
That
the way, I
wanted
named the
his
duck.
duck.
I did name the rubber duck. Its name is Lucifer.
Lucifer
love
the
him.
duck. Okay,
Lucifer
cool.
the rubber
Lucifer
duck.
the rubber duck. He's gonna be a main character whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
He almost cost me my head because of some crazy archer? Guard?
Yeah.
Yep, it was an archer.
Archer?
And then I took his head.
This is
And
true.
then we witnessed some brutality from our jester friend here. And that's about where we left off, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much
Gee,
where
it
we left
sounds like
off.
we didn't do a whole lot.
Oh yeah, and then I did a card trick on the way as well.
You
Th-
did you,
This is true. You did do
the
a card
ass
trick.
trick.
The deck of cards suddenly appearing in your ass crack.
Oh fuck. All right. Well,
Hey, at least Andy loved it.
that's true. That is true. Andy DeBomb did love it. Oh fuck. All right. So, um, you guys were on said road and you were moving. Which way were you guys headed? Do you remember? Well, go fuck
West.
yourself too, Pat.
West. I think it was west.
We were
I
headed
think it was
west.
east.
Yeah.
East, east, west, north, south, diagonally. Anybody remember? Anybody want to know? I'm gonna take that as a no. Nobody wants to know. Hello? Well, this is entertaining. Okay, my internet just died. One moment. All right, let me.
I'm gonna be your clips channel.
Clips channel. Christ. Okay.
Yeah, oh.
All right. Well, there is the recording restarted. Okay, that was interesting. Fucking internet
It was.
decided to just randomly fucking perish.
Quickly, yell something obscure. Obscure.
Shit.
Donkeys don't have big dicks.
Well, they're relative to horses, so I doubt that.
Fair. All right. So, you guys were. Did I ever explain where you guys were last week?
In a forest.
You were
We
in
did
the
receive a
forest.
picture.
You did receive the picture.
I'm going to look at the picture and give me a.
Give you
We
a minute.
were we were somewhere that two nations were fighting, and then we were in the crossfire, and then we crashed down.
Yep.
Maps. It would be under maps,
Something like
wouldn't
that.
it?
Yes, it is under maps. So, you guys were in the forest of, I believe, where is it? Mocan. You guys were in the forest of Mocan. And the forest of Mocan, to Jester, he would know this, as well as the rest of the party when they eventually show up.
Do I?
You do. You do. You've lived in Ospex for a while.
Maybe I also knocked my head a little bit too hard.
That is fair. So the forest of Ospex, or sorry, the forest of Mocan in Ospex is actually on the southern border near the ocean. You guys ended up flying south from one of the guard towns to the north, and then you guys were cutting back to the east to head towards the capital city.
So we were going east.
You were going east. So,
Fucking called it.
now that you have
No, the ship went east.
yeah, the ship was going east. You guys have crashed in the forest of Mocan, which is to the west of the mountains that surround the bowl that the capital city is in.
Huh.
So we are walking west then.
You guys are walking west.
Okay.
We're walking towards the city.
I
Pretty
am.
sure.
I am confusion.
It was 16 minutes away. That's all I knew.
Right, yes.
yes. By finger calculation, at least 16.
So, yep, so you guys are walking west. Yep, because there's the guard fort. Yep, okay. All right, west it is.
It is.
So, you guys walked through the night beforehand, correct? Or did you guys stop and sleep?
Did we walk through the night?
I'm pretty sure
we crashed at night, right?
I thought we
Uh,
crashed very early in the morning.
well, so you guys had been captured towards the end of the day. You guys left at night when you guys were being chased.
Right, because the
It was
guards
dark.
were sleeping and had like a big old party as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
Yeah. So I reckon we wouldn't have slept through the night.
Okay. You guys want to continue to push on through the day, or you guys want to travel by night?
Um, I think I'm starting to get a little tired.
A little tired? Okay.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've been running all night. There's been all like loud sounds, and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Good.
Well, how about you?
And let's see. Yeah, I could do with some sleep as well.
Do some sleep. Okay. All right. In that case, who wants to roll me a survival?
Survival check.
A survival
You want to
check.
bet my wisdom is higher than yours?
That's a great question. Is your wisdom higher?
Oh shit, I actually know my wisdom stat.
Yes, you do.
It is a +2.
Wisdom? No, I got a. No, not good.
Not good.
What kind of rogue are you?
I use dexterity and
nearly-
intelligence.
Nearly paranoid enough. Alright, shall I do the honors then?
Is it
Sure.
honors?
Roll. Yes. D20. Oh, that's an 18.
Ooh,
Eee.
nice. Okay. Very
pretty
well
good.
done. Very well done. All right. So, it takes you a little bit. You guys continue to kind of walk down the road, continuing to head west. It's probably another hour and a half, 2 hours before you finally find a nice spot that's pretty well put together for a campsite. Jester, you had sorry, not Jester, Dazzler, my mistake.
Either is fine.
Either is fine. You had the bags that you grabbed from the crate, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and open up a sheet and I'll tell you what you find as you dig through the bags and kind of put together equipment.
Ooh, I like surprises. Yeah, okay.
All right. So, at the top of the first bag, obviously it's a large backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are large backpacks, so you can definitely add 2 of those.
Okay.
You find in the first bag 2 sheathed daggers.
Yeah.
You already have the 2 daggers that you pulled from that backpack, so a total of 4 minus 2 from the 2 that you
Yep.
have.
Mm-hmm.
You find a canteen of water, some trail rations, 2 bedrolls that have been stuffed in there that are in decent-ish condition.
Mm-hmm.
You also find at the bottom what looks like loose change, and you find 3 gold that has managed to bury itself in there.
Okay.
And that's what you find in the first bag.
Mm-hmm.
In the second bag, let me grab that dice. La-dee-dee, la-dee-doo. Let's see if the dice actually like you.
Probably not.
Yeah, I was about to
earlier.
say. I was about to say probably not.
In the
From
second
experience.
bag, you find a short sword,
Mm-hmm.
2 half axes, which are basically like the bearded axes that a Norse warrior or berserker would carry.
Right.
You find a set of throwing daggers, just regular steel throwing daggers, nothing special about them.
Right.
And one more sleeping bag and a tent that is strapped to the bottom of the backpack.
Right. Okay.
And that is what you find there.
Somebody obviously prioritized weapons over survival here. Alright. Shall we set up a tent?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so are you guys gonna set up a camp and kind of put stuff together?
yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it takes you a little bit. As you set the tent up, you realize it's actually a fairly decent sized tent. You could probably fit all 5 of you into the tent. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. Everyone's going to be pretty closely packed together.
We're gonna be
But
spooning.
oh yeah, there will definitely be some spooning. I hope the Dragonborn's tail doesn't get into anybody's way.
How about my wings?
That's also a great question. How are your
Suppose
wings going to survive?
I suppose they're gonna be wrapped around me.
You do
Like a
have
blanket.
you know, a big ass blanket now. You can just spread your wings over everybody.
Oh shit, yeah.
So, you do have that going on.
Speaking of
Um,
blankets, what is the temperature doing?
it is roughly midsummer.
Oh, okay.
So it's towards the south end of the continent, and typically this area is anywhere between 60 and 90 degrees.
Ah. So what I hear is I'm gonna find myself a tree and climb into a tree and sleep on a branch.
I mean, you're always welcome to.
Somebody has to keep an eye out surroundings though. So
Fair
might as
enough.
well.
I suppose we should. Well, I don't know. Never mind me.
All right.
It's not what my character would think, I suppose. I don't know what to do.
What how are you guys doing this? Are you guys doing a short rest? Do you guys want to do a long rest?
How far are we away from where we got captured?
You guys probably made it a solid, I'd say about 6 miles, 6, 7 miles
Oh,
from.
short rest for sure.
Okay.
hmm If that won't fatigue us, then yeah.
No, short rest won't fatigue you, and you'll be able to get back some stuff. So
Sure thing.
cool. All right. So then, if you guys are just doing a short rest, do you want to do it can be anywhere between half an hour and 4 hours.
How about 1 hour,
1 hour.
Mr. Baxter?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys spend some time. Dazzler, you climb up into a tree and kind of chill and watch around you. Little cat naps here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody still seems to be pretty on edge. The Dragonborn is talking with Andy the Bomb in hushed voices, kind of over to the side. Uh, things like that. Nothing super spectacular. Would you roll me a perception check, Dazzler?
See. Perception. That's a natural 20 on the D&D Beyond.
Very nice. Okay.
Dark vision for the win.
Well, so it is morning. I'm gonna say it's roughly about
Ah,
9.
actually, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna say so. It's probably by now. It's probably I'd say 10:30 somewhere in there in the morning.
Right.
As you are sitting there and kind of keeping an eye out on everything, you hear off in the distance the sound of very heavy footsteps. They sound very similar to what those creatures were sounding like earlier whenever you guys
Oh,
ran away.
the Mecha boys.
Yes, the mech boys.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it's like a sprint and then quiet and then more sprinting and then it goes quiet again. And it's almost like it's moving up and around to kind of see where people are at, like almost scouting ahead.
Mm-hmm. Well, quickly jump down from the tree branch, and while crouching, quickly run to the tent to, well, wake people up.
Right. I suppose.
So I open the tent and go like, "Guys, we have company in the woods, and they are coming this way."
Samael is like curled up, cuddling his newly obtained ducky. He's just gonna open his eyes halfway. Huh? Company? Whatever do you mean?
Well, bad guys. Probably.
The Batman from before?
The possibility is quite high, yes.
And he's gonna now sit up a bit. So what do we do then?
Either we bolt it or lay an ambush.
I know what
Ambush?
I want to do. You hear from
You mean to?
Andy Devam, who's sitting on a stump, facing the camp.
You mean to hurt them? I
Looks
don't
at
know
Andy.
if I can.
Looks at Andy. Yeah, I bet you do.
There's just an evil grin that spreads ear to ear on this human head.
Yeah, Dazzler does the same thing.
Samael just looks befuddled, and his question surely went unanswered, and he's just kinda not sure what to do here.
Well, while that is happening, Dazzler sprints out the tent, and he's gonna look for sand, crickets, or probably not here, but might as well check roses.
Okay. So you look around for a minute. The road that you're traveling on, which you're about probably 50 or so feet off the road,
Mhm.
it's like a stone, sand, gravel-y path. It looks relatively well used. There's lots of tracks in it, things like that. It's definitely a more major-ish road that you guys have been walking down. There is plenty of sand in that area.
Do I have a small pouch somewhere? Maybe.
Mm, other than the backpacks, probably not. No.
Mm. Mm. You know what? He's gonna grab a few handfuls of sand and just puts them in his pocket,
Okay.
just in
So-
case.
Can't we like break down the tent and just run again?
I assume that they're way too close for that. And before we finish, they will all be already be here.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Um, well, depends. Do we want to run or do we want to put an ambush down?
I kinda want to run, but I don't want to leave our stuff. Especially since we don't have anything else.
All right. Dazzler is gonna look to the rest of the party. Garland.
The rest of the party is kind of just gearing up, and they're uh the half elf is still kind of groggy. The dragonborn is smiling evilly alongside his human head and is tying
Mhm.
it back to its side.
All right.
And the full elf druid is just shrugs in a "you're the lead on this" style.
Oh, okay. Um. All right, I have a plan. How about we put Andy on the stump inside of the tent so he can make a lot of noise so people will enter the tent and then we ambush them.
And then?
Then we go make them sleep.
That sounds good. Like, not forever, right?
Depends what's gonna happen.
Alright, sure. If Mr. the Balm is okay with that.
I mean, I can't put anybody to sleep, but I can put them to sleep, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. Is there another sleep?
He's not the brightest, is he?
The Dazzler's just gonna wave it off. Don't worry about it.
Alright, I'll go find a stump. Or actually, and he's gonna. There was already a stump, right? He was sat on.
Yeah, he's already sitting on a stump.
in the tent?
No, he's outside the tent.
Alright, he's Tamael is gonna move the stump from, if at all possible, its location into the tent.
Make me a strength check with a +2.
Oh shit. So
Oh,
that,
I'm sorry, it's a +3. My mistake.
yeah, I did know that stat, but it doesn't matter. It's a nat one.
So you grab a hold of the stump and you go to pull it, and something in your back goes click, and you just kind of freeze in place, and everything hurts.
I don't think this plan's gonna work, Mr. Backshire. Ah, my back.
All right, no worry. Just gonna grab the one of the bedrolls, kind of fold it in half so it's a little bit more cushioned, and just put Andy on there inside the tent, like in the middle of the tent, pretty much.
Okay. As you put him in the tent, he asks you, "So, how much of this tent do you want to live? Huh?"
Let's just say, if something happened to it, I'm fine with that. I'll I'll purchase a new one.
Goody. And then
Wait,
and he starts
But that's
grinning.
a last resort, though.
wait, buying a new one was an option?
Of course.
Then why are we going to hurt people?
Because they're trying to hurt us.
I see him kinda ponder on that. And then step outside. I'm assuming we're going to hide.
Yep.
Okay. You guys go ahead and make stealth checks. I will roll stealth for the others.
Fuck.
Dice Maiden isn't really was like, okay, here you have one good check, and the rest is going to be net ones.
Oh shit.
Well, I also had a net 1, but I had a +8, so I have a 9.
well,
Oh,
isn't a net?
so there's
Isn't a net? Sorry, go ahead.
20s. Oh my god.
We're not good at ambushes.
Okay, let me see here. We get. Oh shit. Okay. So we had what, 2 nat ones?
Uh-huh.
No,
Okay.
I got a 9 because I have a +8 on stealth because I have proficiency and expertise.
Okay.
But it's still a net one. I don't know how the DM rules it.
Alright, so you guys cover yourselves up with shrubs and kind of bury yourselves in the dirt pretty good. And by now you can hear the mechanical whirring. And then behind it you can hear the sounds of heavy footfalls as well. There is a couple minutes that go by, probably I'd say half hour of stomping that has passed between like the time that you heard the actual like footsteps and the time that you start seeing these things come into view. Go ahead and both of you make perception checks for me.
That's a 4.
I got a 3.
Sorry,
3.
no,
Fuck.
that's a 6 in total.
6. Okay. So
I swear to God, I'm gonna pull a dice off my
I
from
was
my
gonna
box
say
and roll that.
you can pull dice from your box. I have no issue with this.
I'm gonna give Dice Maiden one more shot.
Okay. All right. So, who had the 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tamael, you're sitting there, and yeah, we'll use this one. Well, that didn't work out. Where'd you go? Hold on. The dice fell off of the dice mat to land on the floor.
So that's that new dice mat working out for you.
Yeah, right. Um. Okay. So you said you have a 6.
Yep.
Okay. You don't see shit. You can hear lots of things. Like they're sound like they're all around you. And then suddenly, as you're sitting there, a giant metal boot lands right in front of your face. Boom. There
Stay
is
there.
yeah, it just stays there. It's just standing there. There is the sound of cogs and whirring machines and the click of something, but it's low and menacing. Just
I discern any important parts to this foot.
sure. I mean, it's right in front of you, so you can see it pretty goddamn well. There are multiple cogs and hinges inside the boot. And what appears to be like a chain that runs on the inside of a like exoskeleton.
Would I be able to use something to dislodge that chain
You can.
sneakily?
You can. Um, as you are pondering whether you can do this or not, you hear humming start up from the inside of the tent. Just random humming, and there is the sound of more rapid clicking, and then it gets really quiet. And the boot moves slightly, exposing more of the back of the calf of this metal contraption to you.
I want to try to sneakily dislodge this thing. I don't know how. Probably with like something like a rock.
Something like a rock.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I don't have anything else.
I mean, you have your halberd, and
That wouldn't that be kind of hard? I'm assuming it's within hand's reach.
yeah, yep, you're kind of laying next to it, so you guys grabbed your gear. You didn't just leave it all there, right?
No, no, no.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I assume using a halberd is less sneaky than just like placing a stone to like mess up the internals.
Um, fuck it. You just want to stick a rock in there?
Yeah. See what
Okay.
happens.
So go ahead and grab a rock, and You're gonna try and stick it inside of the machine. What would that be? Alright, your choice. You can either do it as a stealth check, or you can do it as a athletics check.
I will. Will athletics risk the chance of me being spotted?
You're not sure.
Right. I'll.
Oh, I mean, to be honest,
I'll just athletics it. He's gonna brute force dude.
Just gonna brute force this.
Yeah.
Alright, do me a strength check and an athletics check.
So strength first, then athletics, or
Athletics, then strength.
okay. For the athletics, I have a.
hey,
That's a 19.
A 19 on the athletics.
Yeah, and the strength. Oof, that's an 8. See, there we go again. It's just one good roll, and then we're back to bad rolls.
Okay. So you grab a hold of this rock. You kind of wiggle your hand. You reach out nice and slow. You're trying to fit your fist that's gripping this rock in between this like exoskeleton style armor. You get your hand in there. You take the rock and you shove it down into the gears. And there is this horrible screeching noise that happens as one of the gears grinds horribly. And then there's a very loud pop as the chain on that leg actually buckles and comes apart on the inside of it, completely wrecking that leg.
Hey, great success.
It comes down onto one knee. Its whole hips do a complete 180 to pivot to look at what just took out its leg, and one arm reaches up from behind its back and pulls what looks like a short-barreled pistol and goes and levels it at you. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
It.
you just
Right.
done did it. No, I'm kidding.
Bit of run. I don't actually know my dexterity or
17.
my.
Or your initiative modifier, do you?
I've rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume my dex is not so very good.
Your initiative, my good sir, is a +2, so a 12 total.
Holy shit.
Alright, let me do this because I wasn't expecting this, so now I have to do things. Pull up D&D Beyond.
So Gar, just for reference, where am I hiding? Did I climb back up the tree, or am I in a bush, or?
So you're hiding in a tree directly above this, so you watched this happen.
Ah.
My headcanon is that Samael just with his natural one on the stealth check just picked up 2 branches and acted like he was a tree.
Alright, I didn't plan on this.
On a scale from 1 to 10, my friend, we're fucked.
Let me see.
This would be a great time for our friend to return from the bookstore.
This would be a fantastic time for your friend to return from the bookstore, wouldn't it?
It would. Hello and welcome. We fucked it up.
Julian. That's you.
Well, yeah, that's me IRL when I try to hide.
All right.
All right, so there is 2 of those. There is burr, burr, burr. Add those 3. There we go. Okay. Temp, save. Run the encounter. Okay. Temael, what was yours? Yours was a 12, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And then Dazzler,
17.
17.
Well, look at you go, you show off.
Hey. I'm using D&D Beyond, so
I use the normal die.
the
I'm done
dice,
with Dice Maiden.
dice maiden.
She has
gets started.
betrayed me too many times. This isn't her first. This isn't her first offense.
All right.
Not our first rodeo.
So you hear the first from way out in the distance. 1 second. Dog, you will leave the bag of goodies alone, my good sir. There's no need for that. Thank you. Okay, so you hear a shout from out in the distance as one of the guards sees or hears kind of what's going on. So you hear running, and that's pretty much all that happens for that. Okay? The humming is still continuing on in the tent, as nobody has entered the tent, but as soon as he hears the pop, you hear a voice yell, "Is it time? Is it time?" In a
Yes, please.
very excited manner. All right. Next is the first animated armor that is directly in front of you, Tamiel. It's gonna go ahead and take a shot with its short barrel.
All right.
So that will be a Does a 13 hit your AC?
I don't know. Does it?
I don't know. It's a great question.
I know. I'm full of great questions.
You're making me do so much work, goddammit.
Hey, you agreed to this.
Yeah, I know. Alright. So you're not wearing armor, are you?
I think I only got clothes, which may not fit very well.
Okay, so we'll just say you're not wearing armor.
Nope. Which would probably mean I have an armor class of 12.
That is correct. You do have an armor class of 12. Okay. So, directly in your face, there is a loud, concussive boom! And a sharp pain rips through your shoulder, doing lowest damage possible. 1d6, so you get 1 point of damage.
Nice. On my total unknown maximum.
That is true. You don't know what your maximum is, do you?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna turf up any damage I get. I'm gonna reverse this.
Okay.
Just gonna keep track of how much damage I've gotten.
Okay. All right, and that is soon as the shot goes off, the mech thing is going to get up and take 2 5-foot steps back, so he's 10 feet away from you, and that alarm sound that you guys heard last week is going to go ahead and play, and it is fucking
When Barbara switched to TurboTax,
That's not what
I broke 4 generations of family tradition. Ma?
Shut up! Thank you. So you hear
Well,
that.
I'm right next to it. Yeah.
Do you need me to? It should still be in links.
No, I found a great video explaining the alarm.
The alarm. Okay.
No.
So yeah. So you hear the that EAS alarm again go off, and it is fucking loud as it's directly in front of you. All right. That is its turn. The second animated armor drops from a tree about 20 feet away and runs up towards the tent. And it does not care that it's a tent. It just grabs the fabric with its hands and rips the entire wall of the tent to the side.
Well, there goes the only reason we've done this ambush.
There is a shout of happiness from the inside of the tent. And it goes to Dazzler's turn.
Alright, so the animated armor that is underneath the tree that I'm at, right?
Yep, there is
How far is it away?
It's going to be about a 10-foot drop.
Alright. Can I leap on top of it?
Sure. Make are you trying to grab a hold of it?
Yeah.
Make an acrobatics check.
You just like tackling, I guess. 12.
12. Okay.
Not the best roll.
You land on it and say it senses you at the last possible second as you land on the armor, and it tries to sidestep you, and it just can't. You managed to get around it because it was so focused on Tamael.
Mm-hmm. Now,
go ahead.
what I want to do is something that I literally just came up on the spot. I should have. Do I have that here? Hmm. I'm gonna empty my water skin into his mouth. Because it's a robot, right? They don't like water?
It's
To your knowledge, it looks like a robot.
I was actually looking for the ball bearings, but I don't seem to have it. I thought I had it, but
So okay. As you look at this thing, it doesn't look like it has a mouth. It's just here. I will post a picture of it, unless it's already in there. Is it already in there? Yeah, it's already in here. Okay. So when you
Mm.
look at it, it looks like this.
right. Um. Okay. In that case, does it have like an, eye socket?
It does. It's got that big ass glowing red eye right in the middle of its face. And
Fuck, stab the shit out of it with a dagger.
just gonna try and stab it.
Yeah, just the optical the device. Just stab it.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Break the lens. um. Oh, then I need to do that here. That's a. Oh, actually, I need to roll to hit, right? First.
Yep, that's roll to hit.
An 8.
No. um, so you take the knife and you whack right into the eye, and it leaves a little scratch in the eye, and it continues to stare, unblinking, through that little red socket of his at you. His head is pointed now directly at your face, and it is clicking in a very aggressive manner. Like, fan that has been, like, okay, you guys didn't grow up on a farm, so you might not know.
I did grow up on a farm.
Okay, did you ever take, like, a piece of paper and stick it into a fan when you were
Oh,
little?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yep.
You know that, like, really terrible noise that it makes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like as it's staring directly at you, Dazzler.
Well, I have another chance because I have two dual wield fighting.
Roll to hit.
Ah, 21.
Hey, there
There
you
we
go.
go.
All right. So the second one, it goes, and then you take the other knife, and you jam it into the socket again. And this one actually, it doesn't hit the glass, but it does go behind the actual socket of the eye and get it. Go ahead and roll damage.
6.
6. Okay.
Pretty decent on a dagger.
Anything else?
No, I don't have. Because that was my bonus action actually.
Okay.
The second hit was my bonus action.
Where's your bonus? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and move to Zep.
I guess I'm still on top of it.
Yeah, you're clinging to it. Zep stands up and she goes ahead and cracks her knuckles and just fucking swings for the fences on the armor that you're actually sitting on.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look up her strength. So many D&D tabs open. I need view plus her strength. Alright, so the first one. Hey, excuse you. Unnecessary, sir. Enough. I'm well aware that your girlfriend is out there. There is no need for you to run around and be a complete dumbass, though.
For
So
the record, he's talking to his dog.
yeah, I am talking to the dog. Alright, so the first one, she swings and just clamps the fucking front of the chest of this thing, and nothing. It looks like it fucking hurt, though. She swings again. I'll do this. She swings again and hits. Okay, so that's 4. Okay, that's all she does. And then so many things. Hi, buddy. Hello. Alright, and then... Sorry, apparently people have come over to the house. Hush,
Don't worry
child.
about it.
Alright, and then Felcor goes. Pull up his. So Felcor stands up from the other side of the clearing and attacks the second armor that went to go inside the tent. He does. He also hits, doing some damage to it. Okay, and then there's some more running from the guards as they get towards the clearing. And then Tamael, it is your turn.
Alright. Seeing that the armor right in front of me currently has 2 people attacking it, I want to run over to, I assume, one of the guards which are closing in.
So there are you've heard 3 voices of guards. They are roughly 60 feet from your guys' area right now.
All right.
You can just make out their heavy armor shapes in the that are still on the road.
And their armor is it within 30 feet? The one in the tent?
Yep, the one that is inside the tent is about 20 feet from you right now, from where you're at.
Alright, I'm just gonna quickly shout to the other guys. Good work! I'm gonna help the Dragonborn! And then I'm gonna run over to the tent, and as soon as I see the armor, take a swing with the halberd.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit for me. Oh, you get to learn
Aye,
what your
sir.
halberd does. Oh, this will be cool. Okay.
Alright, that's a 14, and I assume that's gonna be a +5?
So for your halberd,
Yeah,
go ahead and add your strength modifier, if you know what that is.
it's 3.
Okay. And then it is a +3 for that halberd. So it is a total of +5 for the weapon.
Alright, nice. That would be 19 then.
That'll be a 19.
Yep.
Alright, and you're attacking the second armor?
Yeah, the one that's currently close to the Dragonborn and Andy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 2d8, if you would.
2d8.
Yep.
Oh, that's tall order. Oh wait, no, there's an open the dice box right next to the other one. There we go. 2d8. That's 2 3s.
Two
That's a 6 in
threes.
total.
Okay.
Yep.
And then secondary to that, roll me 1d6.
Single d6. That's a 1.
That's a 1. Alright, so a total of 7.
Yep.
Okay. Make sure you're writing those down for me so I don't have to memorize those, if you would.
Alright. Just give me quickly 1 second. I'm being called.
Intermission. Do 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 do.
Intermission. Now in the capital city, the circus is here back again. Watch the Dazzler juggle with knives.
Oh god, he's doing his intermissions again. I'm back.
You're back? Okay.
Yep.
And when you leave the circus, make sure to check your butt crack.
Why would I check my butt crack?
For cards, of course.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh,
Nice on a freaking pony.
fuck me. Okay. Fuck. That's awesome. Alright, let me... Did I put in? I did not put in. Okay, that... I remember it from last time, but I wanted to make sure I put it in there. Okay. Tamael.
Yeah.
You get up, you run towards this armor, and with a mighty scream, you swing as hard as you can and crack your halberd across the shoulder plate of this armor. When you do, pull that back up.
Divine judgment.
There is a flash of light that
Called it.
for a moment blinds you.
Oh god. What
As
did I do?
as this light comes in, this flash of light bright, dark red spreads out in this like 3 or 4 wisps, and then they collapse back in and slam into this creature and just wham, wham, wham. And it does, that was you said it was a 3 that you rolled on the, on that d6, correct?
No, a 1.
A 1, okay.
Both the 8s were 3.
Both the 8s were 3, okay, that's right, because that's a 7, okay. So yeah, and it just pounds into this armor with a ferocity that scares you. As this red hot, it almost looks like molten steel that slams into it, and as it hits, it runs through this creature probably 2 or 3 times, and as it dissipates, it goes from this red burning hot into these solid black shadows that jam themselves into the chest of this creature and then freeze in place. And a ring of frost envelops the damaged areas of this creature.
I'm so terribly sorry. I don't quite understand. What's this?
There is a scream of pain from this creature that you did not think would be able to feel such pain and agony. And its head snaps towards you. And it looks pissed.
As that scream hits his ears, he's definitely gonna feel a lot less good, or well, he's gonna feel a lot more sad about it, since he thought that it was inanimate, or like not a human thing. All right, that's my turn. I don't think I have a. Well, I don't know. I don't think I have a bonus action.
Okay. Next is Time, and she just has a dagger on her, and she runs up towards the one of the guards and makes a break for the guards. Last is Andy DeBomb, who, as you hit this creature, you hear Andy, and he goes, "Holy shit!" and then the creature in front of you turns its head back towards Andy, turns its head back towards you, and can't decide who's the bigger threat.
It's the head.
Okay.
I'll be right back again.
Second intermission. Do 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 do. Introducing the Dazzler. Welcome to the country of Ospex, as we bring you the finest in arts, crafts, wines, and foods. Come and join us at the Dragonborn Ball with our entertainment of the evening, the Dazzler. The Dazzler, take it away.
So here you see a deck of cards, right?
Why,
Here,
yes.
I'll shuffle it, and then clap. And now, check your butt crack.
Fucking, where did that go? Where did your deck of cards go?
You just got bedazzled by the Dazzler.
Security! Security!
Oh, shit. Well, I need to bolt. It's you.
Oh, shit.
Does a card does a backflip but mid-air farts and then quickly bolts away?
Oh my god. All right. I will continue on while we're waiting on Tamael to get back. All right. So there is a clash of what sounds like sword and armor from up by the road, and all right, so that happens, and then all right, the armor that you were on, Dazzler.
Yep.
So
Currently doing a little rodeo thing over here.
yes. Excuse me. It is going to attempt to shake you off. Go ahead and roll me a strength check or a dex check, your choice. Because it is trying to grab a hold of you and rip you
Dex.
off of itself.
16.
Huh. Alright. So this creature, this armor, it drops the gun that it has in its hand, and it reaches up, and with both hands, it is groping around the front of its chest and trying to grab a hold of you. And at one point, you actually pull your knife out of it, turn it around, and shove it into the wrist of one of the hands, and then pull it back out and reverse the knife in your hand again. And that whole hand just boonk, falls limp, and it can no longer use that hand to do anything. All right, that's what it's gonna do.
So I assume I'm like sitting on his shoulders a bit.
Yeah,
kind of.
so your legs are like wrapped around its neck. You're in front of it. So your legs are wrapped around its neck. Your ass is pretty much on its chest, and your chest is level with its eye.
Right.
All right. The next armor, it's gonna go ahead and turn, and it is hush, child.
By the way,
I am back, by the way.
while it is going wild, I'm gonna take one hand off and grab my hat and just just wave it in the air like some cowboy.
Oh Jesus. Okay. All right. The second creature, it's going to make 2 attacks. All right. 22 and a 22 again. Okay, that's not fantastic. Okay, there are 2 more bangs from the second set of armor. Both of its pistols pointed in 2 different directions. Tamael.
Yes.
You take 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
And the head in front of you screams and disappears from sight.
My God, they killed Mr. Da Baum.
All right, Dazzler, you are up next, my good sir.
All right. So I'm gonna try and use the dagger to go into this like the same hole that I just were in with the dagger.
Okay.
And just try to pry it open a little bit further,
Okay.
and then grab a handful of sand out of my pocket. try to shove it in there, hoping that there are small rocks in there as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit for me.
23.
Roll damage.
8.
8 damage.
Wow.
Okay.
Fuck hell.
All
Just
right.
so you know, that's a D4 plus 4.
Jesus. Okay. So that's your first attack.
Yeah, with just trying to get the sand in there.
Okay. Is that going to be your second action? Is to try and get the
Yeah.
sand in there?
Yeah, and I'm hoping that there are also pebbles in there or something.
Okay. So you put your hand in your pocket and pull out a thing of sand, and you're like prying at this eye and shoving sand into it. And it doesn't seem to be affecting this thing too much. At least not immediately.
Right.
All right. Anything else?
Now I still have the opening. I'm gonna pour some water in there as well from the water skin.
Mm. Okay, give me just a minute. We're gonna go on intermission. Apparently, I can't fucking have a nice quiet moment. All right, intermission with a pause in the recording. We'll be right back. Okay, where were we? Dazzler, you were pouring water into the mech, correct?
Yeah, like the opening that I made with the dagger.
Okay. It also does not appear to immediately do anything.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. It is Zep's turn. She's going to look up at you and go, "You got this, right?"
Sure.
And then she's gonna take off and run towards the road. That'll be her turn. Falcor. He's gonna go ahead and from the other side of the thingy. From the other side of the clearing, he's going to point at the armor that's still attacking the tent, and go ahead and cast another spell. That is a... Okay. So he wraps his hands into like a ball, thrusts his arm forward, and a thing of lightning goes out from his hand and splinters apart one of the trees that is above you, Dazzler.
Okay.
And
Is something falling down towards me?
No, nothing's
Okay.
really falling. But you do hear him go, "Shit!" Okay. Then it is...
I know I am the entertainer, but that's not a good timing for a good trick.
The couple more sounds of fighting. All right. Tamael,
Oh.
you see
He
one of the guards from the road stumble through the brush. He's got a really good fucking like laceration across his cheek and up his eye. It's bleeding profusely, as most head wounds do. And he turns and looks at you and goes, "Ah!" and charges you. Um.
as in wait, what do you mean startles me?
No, not startles, charges.
Oh, charges me.
Yep.
Oh.
All right.
Probably startles you also a little bit.
Well, that would probably startle him.
That is a 9. Take 2 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Why are they all hurting me?
That's a great question. They keep rolling good when they hit you. Alright, and that will be his turn. The next guard, there is a scream of pain from one of the other guys. And Tamael.
So, seeing the head which was friendly to him disappear after being shot, Tamael is gonna like kind of temporarily push the other guy off balance using his wings, and then take a big old swing at the construct.
Okay. Go ahead
All right.
and roll to hit for me.
You killed Andy. Oh, baby, that's a nat 20.
Oh,
25.
yes! That is a 25.
He's mad. He's proper mad.
Alright, so this is where you learn another part about your halberd.
Ooh.
Your halberd is a ×4 for a critical.
Oh.
So
Oof.
roll your damage.
That's spicy.
Hang on. I'm gonna quickly write it down. So it was the 2d8 and then 1d6, right?
Correct.
That's an 8, a 2 for the d8s, and then a 6 on the d6.
Hold on. Okay, say that again. It was 8 for the 2d8s.
No, 10 in total. I have an 8 and a 2.
An 8 and a 2, and then a 6, so 16 total.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and times that by 4 for me.
It's 24 plus 40 is 46. 64. I swear I can count.
Calc 16 times 4, 64. Okay. Alright. Tamael.
Yeah.
So, how do you wish to kill the armor?
I think that in a slight fit of rage, he would like the division he had, where he saw himself killing somebody using the halberd, he would probably recreate that.
You'd recreate that.
Perhaps not intentionally, more like a muscle memory-esque kind of deal.
Okay. So, as you swing down your halberd, your mind glows with first a red pulse and then black cracks appear across your vision. To everybody else, they see Tamael get down on a knee, leap up into the air as both wings open wide, flap once super hard to keep him in the air, and he swings. It crashes into the armor, the chest plate of this creature. There is a screech of metal, a tearing noise as steel and chain come apart. There is the smell of ozone as magic that was used to animate this creature is spilled from its chest, from its core. Clouds of blue smoke ripple out of this creature. Pulsing red light shatters from this halberd, and in a scream, it rips this creature to sunders. One arm goes one way, the head comes off and goes another way. The creature is sliced completely in two, and it just crumples as a mess of broken parts and shattered remains as it collapses to the ground.
May I, as a bonus action, slowly like straighten myself and then peek over like the unfurled wing at the guard behind me and just gently whisper, "Run," and make an intimidation.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check. Oh, fucking A.
Yeah, it would be that way.
What'd you get?
A 5 plus my charisma.
Which you don't know your charisma, do you?
No.
So, is a 7 total. Your charisma is a +2.
Shit, I
Which,
did note my charisma modifier somehow.
by the way, as you say this, your eyes light up as pure red. Short flames come out the sides of them, and this guard looks terrified. You hear him go, "I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!" Start screaming, drop his weapon, and bolts into the woods.
That would do something to calm Tamael down. Like seeing this man terrified would ground him again.
Okay.
That's my turn.
As you drop back to the ground, I need you to roll me a D100.
Oh shit. Nothing terrible ever happens from D100s. The
Yeah,
last time I rolled a D100 I gained a duck.
true.
That's 58.
58.
Yep.
All right, we'll circle back to that. Thank you. All right. She does that. That does another. I'll bet to him. Goes to him. Does that. All right. It is the animated armor that you are clinging on to that is left.
Okay.
So, at the sound of ripping and shredding that happens, this creature freezes in place. There is a moment of soul-stopping terror as you hear from within this creature a scream that sounds very human.
Okay.
And then it redoubles its efforts to get you off of itself. It is going to go ahead and...
There seems to be a tiny man in this creature.
Alright. It's going to try and slam you. Oh.
What? I cannot react.
Oh, God. Alright. Does a 21 hit your AC?
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, can I not do a reflex to, get out of the way?
Not on this one. That's a natural 20, brother.
Oh, okay.
You take 24 bludgeoning damage as
Get
it
down.
reaches up with its one good hand, grabs the back of your skull, runs forward into the tree, and just wham! And fucking cracks you and itself against the tree, trying to get you off of it. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you hang on. Or actually, I'm sorry, a strength saving throw.
Oh, okay. Hold on. 14.
14 total.
Mm-hmm. And can I do a reaction?
You just hang on. God damn it. Okay. I'm not gonna have you do a reaction just yet because the next turn is yours.
Right.
Alright. That is its turn. It is now your turn.
Because I wanted to do Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, you wanted to do Hellish Rebuke as the reaction?
Yeah.
Because Hellish Rebuke is if you take damage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do a Hellish Rebuke for me.
No, you have fucking done it! 20 damage of Hellish Rebuke.
How do you want to do
Fucking
this?
burn! Just make it combust.
Just make it
Or
combust.
something. Yeah, just...
Okay. So it slams you into the tree after it screams, and in pure anger, you just grab a hold of both sides of its head, and flames erupt around its feet, around its chest, climb up through the body, and they are hot. Tamael, you can feel this heat.
Damn.
And you hear this thing make a noise as it is literally melting. And from the bottom of its feet, it turns to slag and starts shrinking into the ground. The ground just pooling in this hot metal as it melts into the floor.
Wow.
Okay, that, my good sir, is your reaction. Now it's your turn. You are now off of this creature and standing by a pool of lava. Or, I guess, molten slag.
Mm.
You know,
Were
that's
there
not what I
actually
expected.
any more except for? No, that's the thing.
I expected we would get our shit rocked, but hey,
You-
we're surviving.
You hear Falcor from the other side of the clearing go, "Holy fuck."
So are there any more guards in the area?
There are, from what you know, there are at least 2 more guards that are...
Well, there was
Up on
one
the
running from the
road.
tent, right?
Yeah, one was running from the tent.
With still completely full of rage, he grabs his bow and shoots an arrow into the back of the, or at least tries to shoot an arrow into the back of the running guard.
Wait, where did you get a bow?
I have a short bow. So what I have is I have 2 daggers, short bow, short sword, leather armor, crowbar, arrows, bedroll, candle, costume, disguise kit, rations, water skin. Oh, and common clothes. But I kind of gave that to Tamoil.
My good sir, you do not have a bow. It was stripped of you. You didn't find everybody's gear. You only found what was in those bags.
Ah, right.
You can still throw a dagger.
Yeah, I was about to say then just fucking you lob it.
Okay, you're gonna throw a dagger at him?
Actually, something better. Is that guard already damaged?
The one that's running away?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
You had
Alright.
a head wound, right?
Yeah, he had wounds.
In that case, Dazzler, still completely flaming with anger, is gonna point, follow his finger like as he's running, and he says, "For whom the bell tolls," and then he casts "Toll the Dead."
Toll the dead. Ugh.
You point at one creature you see within range, which is 60 feet range,
Okay.
and the sound of Dolores bells fill the air around it for a moment, and the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it takes a d12 instead
Oof.
of necrotic damage.
Shit. Okay.
That's a cantrip, by the way.
Well, I guess let me do that. Alright, and you said a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, and it needs to be, in my case, above a 14. Attack/save says Wiz 14, so I assume that's the he needs to roll above.
He needs to roll a 14 or above, is what it is.
Yeah.
Alright. You point your finger at him,
Mm-hmm.
Read it to me again. It was okay. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna succeed on a saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12. Okay. I'm gonna succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8. Got it. Okay. So you point your finger. There is a doom of a bell. And the dude just keeps running.
Well, that sucks.
I mean, it's
He-
on a
he-
cantrip.
Hmm?
It's on a cantrip. You can't.
True. But he had to have a 14 or higher, though.
He
On his
rolled
wisdom.
exactly a 14.
Oh, shit.
I guess he's a pretty wise guy. I mean, he ran away from me, so.
Alright, there is...
In that...
Oop, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, no, what is there more?
Nope, you're good, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I used the bonus action. Is that a bonus action? Cantrips?
Technically, yes.
Unless you cast another spell. You can't, like, cast a spell and then a cantrip, I believe.
Okay.
So you can either do a spell and then any spell that's below second level,
Mm-hmm.
or you can do a pair of cantrips.
Right. In that case, he's just gonna straighten his costume up a little bit, dusts it off, and then just walks over to the tent.
Okay.
Just suddenly, completely, just out of nowhere, just completely calm.
Calm. Okay.
Just completely calm. Like no idea how, but he just nothing. Not a hint of rage. All over the sudden.
Okay. There is the continued sounds of fighting from up top. You hear a scream that is distinctly female.
Okay.
And then the sound of something hitting the ground pretty damn hard. It's like repeated, like bang, 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 as like something is slamming the ground. You know the think of like the Incredible Hulk when he grabs a hold of Loki and he's like flicking him by the foot, pretty much.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of the sound you're hearing. And that
Actually, that reminds me. That guy that I jumped on top of,
yeah.
he dropped his pistol. There should be a pistol on the ground somewhere.
Ah, all right.
Unless he kind of melted over it.
Well, hold on. And say let's get done with Well, actually, combat's over. You see, Time and Zep, the half elf and the elf, come walking back from the top of the road.
Mm-hmm.
And Time looks fairly well injured. 10, there we go. Okay. Just kind of clearing that up. Alright. So that is the end of combat. Very well done. Very well done.
Now I think of it, I should have grabbed the pistol off the ground, shot the guard in the back instead of the spell.
It's all
Oh
good.
well. Let bygones be bygones.
Yep.
Oh well.
All right. So, um, so you go ahead and roll. Who want? Are you gonna look around for stuff? Look around for loot.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Unless you're gonna
Okay.
focus on like one guy.
Actually, does Tamael have a higher perception?
Well,
I think he's not worrying about that right now.
Okay.
he's
Okay, never
definitely
mind
not
then.
worrying about that right now. Cause
16.
16.
Yep.
Okay. Tamayo, I'm gonna get you here in just a second, but I have something for you.
Oh, take your time.
So, you said 16? Alright. You find in total, after searching for a couple minutes over the two bodies of the mech creatures and the two bodies of the dead guards,
Mm-hmm.
you find, go ahead and throw this into party loot, a
Yeah,
total of,
I got it.
okay, a total of 2 long swords,
Mm-hmm.
2 sets of, hey, stop that. Sorry, I'm dealing with the dog while doing all of this, and it's a pain in the ass. 2 sets of heavy Kerr armor. And Kerr is Keer.
All right.
You find a total of 40 gold between the two guards.
Mm-hmm.
You find some trail rations. One of them has a ring on it, on his hand. That
A what? A what?
A
A ring?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a ring, unless you do something to check and see.
Right.
And then the 2 guards of the 2 mechs that you took out. The first one, the one that Tamael took out, there's chunks. There's gears and chains and shit like that if you wanted to gather up parts or something for him.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, there's not too much left of him. You do find, while hunting through there, you find... See if the dice like you.
Probably not. So should I write down small pile of mechanical parts?
Sure, if you're gonna take some of them.
Yeah, might be useful.
Okay.
Something.
You find one of the guns total. One of them appears to have flown off into the woods while Tamael shredded this thing with divine energy. The other one, whenever you do manage to find it, it is 3/4 of the way buried under the slag, and it takes you a little bit to kind of like get it to flip over this pile of cooling slag, and it's just fucking wrecked. There's not much left of it.
Right.
You do find one of the two guns though, and it's in fairly decent condition.
Mhm.
It is a revolver type weapon. I will pull up my Pinterest really quick and I will show you.
So 1 times revolver, decent condition.
Yeah, I would definitely say decent condition for certain. Where are you, my good friend?
My friend.
My friend, my friend, my friend. Where are you?
We are all just mentally breaking down over here. Don't mind us.
Alright. So, it is a small revolver-ish pistol.
Mhm.
The barrel is approximately 8 inches long.
All right.
It is a ranged weapon. Does 1d8 worth of piercing damage. It takes a total of 1 action, so 1 standard action, to reload it. But it does have 9 shots in it.
Mhm.
Range is between 40 to 60 feet. Now, this weapon does have this weapon does have 1 expended round. You do not find any other things of ammunition for it.
Right.
And when you look at it, it almost looks like you're going to need to put a grip or a handle on it. You're thinking by how it looks that whoever made these, they were designed to clip into the actual creature itself, or these mechs itself, and then the mech could choose whether to drop it and put on a hand, or whether to have the gun as his weapon at the end of his arm.
Mhm.
Alright. And with that, Tamael,
Yes.
as this is going on, are you helping loot or what are you doing?
No. I think as it sets in what he has done, he's probably gonna like wrap his wings around him and just have a little bit of a mental breakdown.
Okay. So, as you are kind of having this mental breakdown, you start hearing voices.
As you do.
There
What am I?
is one voice, deep, guttural, is laughing at you. There's a second voice, high-pitched, almost screeching, as it mocks you for what you are. There is another voice, roughly the same as your own, as it begs for forgiveness. Are your eyes open or closed?
They're closed.
They're closed.
Pressed firmly closed.
Alright. We're gonna do something. Frost,
Yep.
go ahead and stay in here for me for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Alright.
in trouble now.
I have moved us to the private chat.
See.
So, as you are sitting there staring at the, or actually, hold on.
At the
I
inside of
can't
my eyelids.
Yeah, I can't record this part either. Fuck. All right, hold on. Because nobody can hear this except you. I'll be right back.
Hey.
All right. So that happens to you, Tamael. Which, just so everyone is aware, I paused the recording because I had to do that outside of everyone's knowledge. That's kind of like the DM whispering thing. If anybody ever
Oh.
watched
We're
Critical Role, they'll kind of
we're
know.
even we're keeping it from the audience as well.
Well, keep your
Yes.
secrets then.
So that's kind of what's going on with that.
So we're rolling again?
Yeah, we are rolling again now.
Ah,
Wait, what?
shucks.
What for?
The penguins are in the kitchen.
The penguins are in the kitchen. So, all right. But no, so that was like the whole DM whisper thing. The audience doesn't get to hear. The only person who gets to hear is the actual player themselves.
Boy, we're in for big reveals, people.
We with
I
that,
don't know half of it, but I'm here for the ride.
with that being said, Tamael, what scores do you have currently?
I currently know my strength fully. I know the modifier of my dexterity. I know my wisdom fully, and I know the modifier of my charisma.
Okay. So, as those two pieces burn into your soul, you learn your full charisma and your full dexterity. Your dexterity is a
Ye-
14
Yeah.
with a base mod of 2,
Yep.
and your charisma is a 12 with a base mod of 2.
Damn. Wait, how does that work? We shouldn't it then be a mod of 1?
Nope, because you have the racial modifiers. You have a racial modifier of 2. It should
Alright.
technically be a 0. Or, I'm sorry, no, it should technically be,
What did you roll?
I rolled
A 10.
a 12 plus the
So,
racial modifier of 2. So it
which
should,
would then make it a 14. Which then in turn improves the modifier. You add the racial thing to the like the base score, the thing you rolled.
oh, I'm a knucklehead. Okay.
Which in turn would make it correct, because then yeah, the score becomes or the modifier becomes a +2.
Yep. Okay. So
So in the end, it's all correct.
yep. Okay. So scores here. I'll reread you the scores then. So strength is a total of 16 for your base score.
Oh, nice.
Dex is a total of 15 for your base score.
Oh.
Wisdom is a total of 14 for your base score.
Yeah.
And Charisma is a total of 14 for your base score.
All right then.
So that leaves your Con and your Intelligence left.
Mm-hmm. Which are not important stats to know. We all know his intelligence. There has
So,
to be a dumb stat somewhere.
all right. So, with that done, everybody kind of regroups. In the middle of all of that, Andy the Bomb reappears on the stump and goes, is it over?
You absolute
We had a
piece of
plan. Where's
work.
your big kaboom?
I was worried.
Worried? Why are you worried about me?
Well, because you were nice to me, and then you disappeared when they shot you.
Well, yeah, I was saving myself. You don't think I'm gonna take damage, do you? What the hell is wrong with you?
I thought you died.
I couldn't die. I'm a headless talking head.
I don't. I just have a lot of 'em on my mind. Just leave me, and he's gonna walk off.
Okay. Huh. He really is an odd one, isn't he?
Dazzler just shrugs.
Oh, shit. Alright. Party, what's the plan?
I need to find a way to get this blood out of my suit.
Oh, I
I
can,
guess.
I can do that. Hold on. He clicks his tongue, and all of the blood disappears.
Oh, would you look at that?
What? You can't just clean yourself up?
No.
Somebody didn't take prestidigitation.
Yup.
Oh,
Yup.
I even have a clear set of underwear on. Hey, would you look at that?
Is there also a pack of cards in your ass?
No.
I don't know. Is there a check?
There's not.
There's not.
No.
Oh, shit.
I'm immune to my own tricks.
Oh, you think so? You think
Well-
so? You're not quite certain what Andy the Bomb is.
I think he's capable of a party trick like that.
Alright. So in the aftermath, you guys examine your tent. It's going to take a little bit to repair. You're going to need some sewing thread or something to repair it, if you really wanted to. You going to
Okay. Yep.
pack it up and take it with you?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. What is your plan, gentlemen? You gonna continue walking towards the town?
I suppose.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you guys continue on your way to town. And as you guys are walking, would either of you who rolled the
Another
last-
rubber duck.
Kinda.
Okay.
Would either of you like to roll a D100 for me?
Yep, my turn. It is a 26.
A 26. Okay. Let me look here. Alright. You guys walk on for quite a while. Probably another 8-10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are walking, excuse you, there's no need for that sort of barking. You hear barking in the distance of dogs. You said a 26?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, go ahead and make a perception check, both of you.
Okay. A 19 on D&D Beyond. Oh,
Did he
I didn't-
die?
I don't know what that... Internet?
Hey, we're back.
That was weird. Okay,
Well, I think that was my internet having
Gotcha.
a hiccup.
fair enough. Alright, did you...
What did I miss?
I need you to roll a perception check for me. We just rolled a D100.
Oh shit, yeah. That's a 14 plus 2, which would make a 16.
Okay. So as you guys are walking along the road, Dazzler,
Mm-hmm.
you see on the side of the road a box.
A box.
A box. Just a crate. Like your standard, like, 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot shipping crate of the time.
Alright.
Made entirely out of wood.
Alright. Slowly approaches it and gives it a kick.
It does absolutely nothing.
No sudden mouth appear.
Nope.
Okay. In that case, gonna look what's inside of the box.
Gonna pry it open.
Well, what's inside of the box? What's in the box?
You're gonna pry it open.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use the crowbar thingy that I have, if I still have that.
Okay. We'll just say you use one of your daggers.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Well, that was not what I was expecting to roll. Alright, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Um, 11.
One moment, please. Start. You said an 11.
Yep.
Okay. So you open the box, and a hand reaches out and grabs a hold of your throat, doing 1 point of crushing damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
And a skeleton pulls itself from the inside of the box, trying to drag you into the box. And it is just very unhappy with you at the moment. Roll initiative.
Here we go again.
this was
21.
not what I was expecting.
I was
That's a-
expecting a mimic. Just eat my face or something.
That's a net 20 for a total of 22.
Total of 22. Okay. All right, Tamael, you go first.
All right. Kinda afraid to use the halberd. I am going to pull the jester back, trying to get him out of the clutches of this skeleton.
Okay. So you grab a hold of him. Dazzler, are you letting him pull you?
I mean, yeah, I'm like trying to move back anyway. So yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Go ahead and make a strength check, Tamael.
Yep. That's 7.
Okay.
It's really a hit or a miss with these die.
It really is. All right. Is that your turn then? You're just gonna pull him back.
I wouldn't happen to have a way to deal with this undead through my class, would I?
You might, but
Oh,
you don't.
shit.
But you don't know.
What are the odds?
I mean, do you want to try and see?
Sure, I'll roll the D100.
Roll me a D100.
70 flat.
You have no fucking idea.
Shit. I try to stare the thing down as I pull, but nothing happens.
All right, Dazzler.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
So am I still like? Am I able to stand up,
So you are
or am I?
you are standing and you have like one leg braced against the box, and this thing is trying to pull you into the box with it.
Okay. I'll. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I can do this.
The best things happen when this man starts laughing before he makes his choice.
Shit. No, it's one per long rest. I want to do Hellish Rebuke because he damaged me. Just to fucking burn the entire thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
However, I'm gonna pull the skeleton closer, look it dead into the eye socket, and say, "For whom the bell tolls." And cast Toll the Dead.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
14 or higher.
Roll damage.
Yuck. Yeah, boy. 5. 5 necrotic.
You are so lucky that this thing does not have saves against necrotic damage. Alright, so this already most of the way dead thing, one of its bones, one of its ribs, just shrivels, cracks, and turns to dust, and pours into the box. It makes no sound. It's just quietly throttling you. It reaches up with both hands and is trying to, like, throttle you. It is Time's turn. She goes ahead and casts... let's see what she can cast. Hold on. Oh, sweetheart, why didn't you add your... Okay, whatever.
In the meantime, Dazzler goes, "Hey, you, Mr. Bony Boy, do you know the Grim Reaper? I've actually seen him once, you know. He was actually quite a kind guy." He just mocks the hell out of him. He just mocks the skeleton.
Mocks the skeleton, okay.
"You're looking a bit skinny. Maybe you should eat a little bit more."
Christ. I don't know what to pick for... Hey! Stop that! Fucking dealing with the dog over here. Alright. I'll learn her one thing. And then she can always change it later if she wants. Alright, so... There is a clap of thunder as Time slaps her hands together and a Constitution saving throw. Alright, everybody go ahead and make a con saving throw for me.
17 plus my constitution.
3.
God.
Fucking hell.
Alright. Everybody takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
Dazzler is unconscious. You better fucking make sure he doesn't get pulled in.
Oh no! So, alright, so, Time...
Something 24 damage, getting crushed between a tree and a and a mech dude.
Oh no! So, Time reaches up, slaps her hands together real quick, trying to react, and does thunder damage. The skeleton gets blown apart as it just crumples back into the box. Literally just all the bones get thrown into the air and then scatter in the area. That's the end of combat. Dazzler.
Yep, unconscious.
You fall unconscious and are laying there at the side of the box.
Oh my god, he's
Should I,
dead.
The racial features from the ASMR,
Mm-hmm.
is that something my character would innately know?
You would have a slight understanding of it. You're still not necessarily certain what the hell you are or what's going on, like what you are in general.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Because I was gonna say I have like a mini lay on hands for 3 HP.
Okay.
uh, which I would use on the jester.
Okay. So that's the end of combat. Zep actually, as soon as you crumple to the ground, what are you doing? Tamael, like, what's your plan here? What do you see or do?
That one, panic.
Step one, panic. Okay.
That one, absolute panic. I'm, I, I, I should have been. I should have done more. And he's just gonna kind of pat, trying to help, but very obviously not knowing how. Going to like, yeah, kind of pat, Aurelius.
Okay. So Zep actually steps up real quick, and she's like, "Shit, fuck," and saying she sits down and or kneels down, sorry, and takes her hand and puts it on his chest. There is a glow of white light from her hand, and Dazzler,
Mm-hmm.
you regain 13 health total.
Damn,
Eh,
that's like all the damage I've taken in a bit.
So you come back to consciousness and kind of look around, and the skeleton's gone. And everyone's kind of staring at you, like, what the fuck just happened?
He just scratches the back of his head. Well, that was quite shocking, wasn't it? And he just has a nasty grin on his face.
You almost died, dumbass.
He waves his hand. Oh, not the first time, not the last.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
Uh,
Thank you, though.
you're welcome. And with that, Zep gets back up off of her knee and, like, looks at the box, looks at you, and goes, "Next time, please ask somebody to check and see what's inside the box and, scan it before maybe detect magic or something. Detect evil, detect undead, something."
But that would not be fun, though.
Fun is what kills you, my good sir. And and with that, she stalks off and continues walking down the road. Shit.
Samael is going to follow her.
Okay. All right, so you guys keep walking. Night comes. Are you settling in for the night, or are you gonna keep walking for most of the night too?
I would like the long rest.
You would like the long
I
rest?
don't know about the rest here.
So, as you guys are going, time tells you that the uh, village is roughly another 3 miles ahead of you. So it's either we rest now and get there in the morning, or we get there tonight.
Oh shit. Well, we can get there tonight. Then we get there tonight. I think that's better than nothing.
Dazzler.
Yep. Yep. Agreed.
Okay. So you guys continue walking. You get another 3 miles. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning before you guys stumble your way into town. You guys are exhausted. You are tired. Everything hurts. You are hungry. You haven't eaten in 48 hours. And you are just over it at this point. You stumble in, and as you guys stumble in, you guys find. Let me pull it up in maps. Nope, that's not the one. Where are you? You guys are walking west. There it is. Oh, that's not the one either. Son of a bitch. Stand by.
I've seen nothing.
Did I not save that fucking city?
Ooh.
Don't tell me I didn't save that fucking city. Incarnate. Sign in. Log in. Durmstrang, Drail, Direho. I didn't fucking save that city. Son of a bitch. Okay. We'll just say. Let me find that town name. Objects, text. Trees. Nope. I need the fucking. I need the notes. Where are my notes? World generator, objects, trees, scene settings.
Is it time for an intermission?
Yeah, yes.
Fuck it. Frost, work your magic.
No.
Son of a bitch!
Fuck it up.
Hey, I didn't fucking save that town's name. Okay,
Quickly, first thing that comes to your mind.
that's pretty much what I'm doing. Enough, child.
That's a strange city name.
Enough, child?
Enough, child.
Actually, you know what?
It-
Fuck it.
It
The city's
it
name.
has
The city's name is Enough Child.
it has a strangely high
that's
birth rate.
the name of the fucking city. That's what we're fucking going with because I can't fucking find the name of the city. So that's the name of the city now.
Enough, child.
City name. But it's spelled.
Enough, chilled.
And yes, Noof chilled child. Noof child.
Christ, this almost German.
That's the name of the city now, because I can't fucking find it, because apparently it never saved, so fuck it. That's the name of the city. Son of a bitch, now I have to make a city named Enough Child.
Strangely enough, there are no children in this city.
Oh shit.
Or there's only children in this city.
Oh fuck. Oh god damn it all. Okay. I guess that's going to be what the fucking name of the city is. Okay, you walk in from the west. And sorry, from the east. So you're on the east side of the city walking west. And as you walk in, you'll see the lights are on. There's like fire-lit candles mixed in with burning torches and things like that spaced around the city as lights in the area, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking dark. Like, you guys pick it up and see it from quite a ways away. So you get into town, and as you close in on the town, you close in, and there is a makeshift wall around the city that's piled up with trees and stone and carts and things like that that surround the city. And this is a fairly large city for it to be a makeshift wall. As you look around, there's some buildings that, like, on the outside of the city that look like they have taken damage. There's buildings that are collapsed in on itself, things like that. But for the most part, it looks most of the way intact. As you guys close in on the city, one of the guards that's out there yells in a very deep voice, "Halt! Who goes there?"
We're just travelers.
"State your name and business."
I'm Samael, and I don't really have a business. Wait, say your name. He will utter that to the rest of the party.
Everybody go ahead and states their name. Dazzler, are you gonna say your name, or are you just kind of waiting?
I am Aurelius Baxter, but you can call me Dazzler. And would you like to see a magic trick?
No.
Don't
Where do
do
you
that.
come from?
I think we should tell the truth.
We came falling from the sky.
The guard who has a torch held up so you can see him blinks. Mind you, this is not a human guard. This is an orc. Specifically, a gray-skinned orc that is covered in tattoos from head to toe, from what you can make out. You have dark vision, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys see that he is covered in tattoos. And he just kind of blinks at you with a
Question.
what style expression.
Question. Samael isn't exactly doing an effort to hide like his appearance.
Big ol' wings.
How would the orc react?
The orc has yet to notice the wings.
Damn.
How do you not notice the wings? Maybe it's dark. I don't know.
They are dark.
I mean, they are gray.
No, but like it's dark out. Maybe that.
It is dark out. He's holding a torch.
Yeah.
Wait, he's holding a torch.
Yeah, he's holding a torch so that he can examine people and they can see the entrance, which means that his dark
Oh.
vision isn't great right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
Right. So we've stated our names.
Yep. Didn't want to see a magic trick. Bummer.
The guard
That was
kind
last
of
skill.
looks you over for a minute and goes, "You fell from the sky."
Exactly. Yes.
Were you in an airship or something?
No. Well, I wasn't.
Yes, I was.
He kind of looks at you, Tamael. He notices the wings as he gets a little bit closer and kind of holds the light to you. Also, you notice your skin sparkles.
My skin sparkles.
Your skin sparkles.
Fucking glamorous.
He
Um,
kind of looks at you, sees the wings, and goes, "A fucking angel? The
going
fuck?"
to quickly like wrap the wings around him. Now realizing he was not doing a good effort of hiding it.
He looks
Gonna-
over at Eurelius. "You're traveling with a fucking angel."
Exactly.
I'm not an angel. Wait, what?
What deity are you from?
Who, me? Or him?
He looks at you and goes, "Are you an angel too?"
More like the devil.
At that, the guard
I
takes a
mean-
big ass step back. He's like, "What?"
Well, my mother used to say that I was an angel.
You know what? I don't. I'm very
You are
confused.
Speechless. I
I'm
have
very,
that effect on people, yeah.
I'm very confused of what's going on. Listen,
So am
I'm-
I. I just want.
Maybe
Don't you
you're
want to
just
sleep?
maybe you're just tired. And he's
I'm-
gonna grab a little bit of sand from his pocket. And he
I-
looks at Samuel.
Don't,
Hmm?
please. Don't
I'm.
stir trouble.
His eyes are still closed. He's like holding one hand with the torch. The other one is like pinching the bridge of his nose. He goes, "You know what? I really don't give two fucks at this point. I'm gonna let you in this city. If you cause trouble, I will do everything in my power to gut you and hang you as a warning. Do I make myself clear?"
That's
Don't
water.
worry about that. Trouble is in my middle name.
That's why I worry.
That does not fill me with any sort of confidence.
Ah, that's fine.
If you're looking for some place to sleep for the night, the inn might still have rooms. There's been a lot of travelers through here recently. Go in, take the second road to your left. Don't cause trouble. And with that, he picks up like this fucking tree, pretty much, and like lifts it up onto one shoulder so that you can go underneath the tree, which is acting as a makeshift gate to the city.
Thank you very much, sir. You are a very proper guard. Oh, with that, he's gonna quickly scuttle into the city.
what's the plan? You guys gonna go to the inn?
Yeah, well, yeah. I am.
Okay.
So you said it was dark out.
Yeah, so it's dark out, but
Okay.
like the streets are lined with like torches and shit to give a little bit of light.
So if I take a look around, is it an orcish village then?
It is not. It looks like. So, from what you know of Ospex is very inclusive. Orcs and gnomes and dwarves and humans and pretty much any species is allowed to commingle and coexist. There are other places within the country where like they separate out a little bit, but that's only because of like territories pretty much, where there's like more gnomes to one area or whatever. But for the most part, the city is very inclusive and very mixed, as well as the whole country itself. As you guys walk into the city, you hear the tree come back down, and then the guard shout back over his shoulder, "Oh, and welcome to Enough-Child!"
But I didn't do anything.
No, that's the name of the city.
What a peculiar name. It's lovely, though.
Thanks. And with that, he just turns around. He's still over it.
You let a ragtag group of fucking weirdos into a city. He's
Yeah.
done with his shift.
This is not the first time that he has seen adventurers.
Do we find the inn?
You do. And say you follow the directions that the orc gave you, and you come across the inn. As you do, you hear music and song and things like that. It seems jovial for such a rundown style place. There's a couple beggars. There's a couple guys on the street that you see kind of lurking around in darker clothing and things like that. A few of them eye you up and down.
I do not feel comfortable out here. I would like to go inside.
Okay. As you go inside, let me pull up my. This would be the last thing, and then we will call it for the evening. But I've got to pull up the piece that I want. Yeah, that noise can stop. Where are you? D&D.
D&D.
Not what I wanted. Control C. Throw this into links for you. All right. So you guys walk in, and it's pretty jovial inside. They're talking and things like that. And as you walk in, a bard kicks up and starts singing. Let me find that. Oh, I know I saved it. It's kind of like a band. There's like a band of them, 5 or 6 of them that are all kind of put together.
All right.
And Bard Tavern music. Ah, that got really loud. I don't see it immediately, so I'll just choose a different song and I'll find it for next week. That's the one. Control C. And you guys hear that one start playing. There's a bard in the corner with what looks like a guitar and a couple drum sets as another guy is beating on drums. And then this gnome walks out into the middle and starts singing.
I love how you described that exactly the moment the guy in my song started singing.
You're welcome.
Fucking perfect timing.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So that happens, and the innkeeper kind of waves you over, and he shouts over all the music, and he's like, "How can I help you tonight? Beer, wine, whiskey, mead, rooms for the night.
Ed,
We have everything." He seems very flush. Jester, you would recognize this man as being quite intoxicated.
Mm-hmm. All right.
There's another guy standing next to you, and he's like, "I'll take another beer!" As he slaps the top of the countertop and slides over a couple silver pieces.
I would, and he Samael, I don't think he's even audible over the music.
Are you trying to talk to the barkeep?
Yeah,
Are you yelling? Or
but
are you
he's
just
so
quietly talking?
flustered, and no, he's in his usual soft-spoken, little bit flustered
So the
voice gonna speak to this bartender.
So the barkeep, he pours another giant ale and slides it over to the one customer, and he looks back over at you, and he sees your mouth moving, but he's not certain what you're saying, and he goes, "Speak up, boys! Speak up! It's too loud in here! I got the bars playing tonight! You gotta speak loudly to me!" He just keeps talking louder over top of you.
I just wanna, bed? I just want a bed.
Head? I don't
Please?
give head. If you want the whorehouse, it's further down the road.
And his pale skin is gonna be fucking red.
You
No.
really is like kind of hangs over. He said bed.
Oh, bed, yes, bed.
Bed.
Bed. Let me see. And he pulls out this big fucking book. And on your guys' way in, you notice this is a fairly large establishment. It probably takes up an entire city block. And it is a solid, probably 6 or 7 stories. This is a very large establishment for it being an inn. And he rifles through the book for a minute, and he goes, "Oh, let me see. I've got 2 rooms left from what it's looking like here." And another guy walks up and goes, "Make that 1 room!" And he puts down 2 gold pieces.
I'm alright with, sharing a room if it fits 5 people.
Well, the one that I have left now," he looks back over at the other guy. He goes, "You want the king size, or do you want the president's suite?"
Okay, you really just gotta reach in his pocket. He's gonna cast a sleep spell on the guy, just very, very discreetly, you know, just turns away slightly. It just
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Better not fuck this up, Frost.
my expertise. 24.
Oh my god.
Thank fucking god.
So, so. All right. Describe how you put him to sleep.
Just slightly, you know, puts one elbow on the bar, slightly turns away, just very tightly to along his body, just holds his hand out, and just quickly raises up, blows into his hand, a little bit of cloud of a small cloud of sand, just poof, and then he, as he blows it into the direction of the guy that is standing
Okay.
kind of next to him.
So the guy, he looks at the barkeep and goes, "I'm thinking I want the Preza." Bam! His head fucking hits the counter. He slumps over to the side, and then he just fucking lays there on the floor. He's just snoring.
Sir, I think he has a little bit too much to drink.
Guy leans over the counter. Barkeep looks at him and goes, "Huh. Well, that sucked. That was gonna be a really good price. Well, I guess I do have 2 rooms open. You want the normal suite with the king-size bed, or do you want the presidential suite?"
What's the difference?
Well, the king-size bed is a 1 room. It's a large bed. It's roughly a 8-foot by 8-foot bed. Can fit a bunch of people in there for a good old time, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. He kind of winks at you a couple times. And he seems very proud of himself for that. And he goes, "And the presidential suite is on the northeast corner of the building. And has great views of the city during the morning. And 3 beds, and it's got its own kitchenette, and it comes with your own barmaid service for the evening as well as for the rest of the day, but you have to spend a minimum of 2 days within the suite."
Sounds expensive to me.
We'll
Ah,
take that one.
that'll be 20 gold, my good friends. 20 gold.
I'm gonna take some of the gold from the group loot pile that I found in amongst the bodies and lower that by 20 and puts that onto the counter.
Okay. How much gold do you have in that group loot pile?
Well, I had 43
You
in
had 40
total.
43 in total. Okay. All right, so you put 20 gold onto the counter, and he sweeps it underneath the bar, and you hear a collection of coins hitting more coins, and he goes, "Wonderful! This will be a fantastic evening. Bertha!" And he's yelling over the top of the bar now. He's like, "Bertha, come out here!" This very, very kindly looking older lady comes out. Heavier set, probably 250-ish if you had to guess. Very plump barmaid outfit. Comes over, very sweet looking face, gold hair, glasses, kind of striped with some silver. She looks to be probably in her 50s. She looks over and goes, "Yes, sweetheart, how can I help you?" He looks over at all of you and goes, "These gentlemen and ladies have decided to take the presidential suite. I'm going to have you can keep an eye on the suite, and anything that they need, I will have you bring them." "Why, of course, my good sir, why, of course." And she looks over at all of you and goes, "Would you like anything for the evening before we go up, gentlemen and ladies?"
Would you, Aurelius?
Well, I am quite hungry, actually.
Hungry? I will happily get the house special going for you in the kitchen. It'll be up in about 15 minutes. Does that sound okay?
Absolutely wonderful. Yes.
Outstanding. And would anybody else like anything?
I would just like to go to bed, please. I'm tired.
Eurylius looks over. When is the last time you have eaten something? Exactly. You were thinking too long. Make that 2 house
No,
specials.
please.
The rest of them
I
raise
don't
their
feel
hands
like
as
it.
well.
Understood. I'll bring 5 house specials up for everybody. It comes with the cost of the presidential suite. So, free drinks for the rest of the next 48 hours, as well as foods. And that comes with the entirety of the presidential suite. Okay, sweethearts?
And she comes over and she like looks at you. And how tall are you, by the way?
Oh.
Which one of us?
me or him?
Red, how tall are you?
5'11".
5'11". Okay. When she walks over to you, she is very tall. Like 6'8" style tall.
Oh, fucking hell.
And she looks at you and she kind of pats you on the top of the head and goes,
It's okay, sweetheart. I'll bring up the food, and if you don't want any, I'll go ahead and take it away. I say, but at least that way you have something to eat, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
so she kind of shuffles everybody towards the stairway and she goes,
It's on the 6th floor, northwest corner, okay?
and then she turns and in a very gruff voice, she yells, Ambrose, make 5 of the house specials with ale and make sure you get it to me pronto. And she's like, it is a very different demeanor.
Ah, yes. Classic service.
Just absolutely bellows. Fucking hell.
So you guys make your way up. The noise of the bards quiets down the further you go up. You can still kind of feel like the drums and things like that in the floor a little bit, but it's very quiet once you get up there. And this place seems to be very, very rich. Like, you're surprised at how nice this place is for it being just some weird ass backwater town.
Damn. Well, it's probably the only place in. um. Well, if I don't think Tamael is gonna do anything here. He's very distinctly not gonna touch the food.
Okay.
He's gonna kinda. There were 3 beds, right?
Yeah, so there's 3 beds, and then there's a bunch of like super thick couches and throw rugs and pillows. You say this place looks like it's designed for a big party of people or a big party of people. So, but either which way, the entire area looks very comfy and actually incredibly clean for what you would assume.
The outside looks like.
Yeah.
He's just gonna grab a few pillows, drag them to the corner of the room, and he's gonna
build a fort.
kinda. He's just gonna put him down on the floor, grab Lucifer, and just gonna tuck away in a corner, kind of back turned to the rest.
Okay. Ulysses, do you have anything that you want to do? Takes about 20 minutes, the food gets up there, things like that.
Just he's gonna sit down and just relax for for a bit. It has been a long road and stuff.
Okay.
Just chilling.
Sounds good. Okay. So, food gets up there. Everybody who wants to eat goes ahead and eats, and then you guys curl up for the evening. And that is where we are going to leave off the campaign for the first official episode 1.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
We made it through. We're alive.
I almost died.
So, hopefully next week everybody will be able to be here.
Oh, I
I
hope.
know that our one was out at the bookstore. Apparently, she has not made it back yet. And then our other two were taking care of some stomach bug or something like that they've got going on. So, with that being said, gentlemen,
Thank you for tonight.
Yep.
of course. And I hope that everybody who is listening or watching has enjoyed so far the story of the Living Spellbook. And we will see everybody next week. Bye!
Bye-bye.
Doei.
Like Dutch represent